It was me and that old man demolitions wildcard expert Berserker. Remember him? And we were dining at a moderately fine establishment, noshing on chips and salsa in a heap of basketed bread. The fried pickles were good. The potato skins and French onion soup and salad were nourishment at best. The bloomin' onion and soy dipped gyoza were also there. The complimentary croissants and the chips and sour cream and onion dip held over from a last year's Super Bowl party were pretty good, if I'm being honest. They kept up pretty well. The peppermint candy fortune cookies, chef's kiss. The chili cheese fries with the deep fried funnel cake encrusted with beer cheese pretzels. Mushroom onion skewers, chips and guac with spinach artichoke bites, Easter bunny marshmallow egg bombs, spicy deviled eggs with fetish cream sauce, and bacon dipped poutine, fireball Cheetos, with a side of egg drop soup with the pigs in the blanket shrimp cocktails, pimento onion finger sandwiches, little bit of chili con queso onion blasters, hummus onion pita bread bites. Let me see, what else did we have for appetizers? Deep fried pickle poppers, and no table's complete without the jalapeno mac and cheese toaster strudels. Bacon wrapped meatball wieners were also on the menu. We had some of those. Those were with onions, of course. Leftover Halloween candy corn from under the couch glued into one big hairy onion pile. You okay, bud?
Yeah, all right.
The melted chocolate bar that Dave Chappelle used that one time as poo. Dated references. Cream cheese fruit dip with onion pastries. Delish. Some of the other things that were just kind of, as you do, standard appetizer fare. Nothing too over the top, but there was a big bowl of mozzarella sticks with onions. And then grilled cheese onion soup sandwiches with the bread bowls. Anyway, there was a fly in Berserker's breaded onion bowl, and we called the waiter over to address it. And if you look back on this joke, there's a lot of layers in it. Hey, everybody, welcome to Pokemon After DARKRAI. This is a no holds barred, no nothing podcast where we talk about Pokemon and hurt the ones we love. And baby, we love everybody. Boy, that joke was a long burn.
It was good though.
There's a lot of layers in that burn. It brings tears to the eyes, as they say. My name's Brett. I'm your host with the most toast. Full bellies, full eyes, full dreams, can't fail. Joining me today is a very special guest, and first-time guest, I should say. His name is written among the prophets. They took their bodies. By what I mean by that is they uncloaked. So you had just a big hall full of naked men, and they tattooed upon each other his name. Only one letter per person, and that way the Templars could not find his true name. Because in order to do so, you'd have to catch all those old men and then peel the map from their backs, and then arrange it in the correct order to spell Klayshen. Klayshen, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yep, and it was quite the task to find all those old monks. Man, when I left them, they said it felt drafty, and I believe them. It's lovely to have you. You've been on our sister show, Jaws Breakers, the Scary Funny Shark movie show before, but we haven't seen you since then. No hide nor hair. Have you been in hiding? What have you been up to?
Not much. Got a new job, so I've been working on that.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you. I do plan on returning to streaming.
Oh, you're a streamer.
Yes.
Well, you know what they say, don't ever cross the streams unless you're talking about our Jawsbreakers Shark Week movie marathon event, which you're taking part in.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, then you want to cross the streams. You want to cross them all over the place and make a big ectoplasmic explosion of joy, and that's what we're going to do. And I got you on this show too, man. I certainly I put the museum curator into the mouth of the angel, chomped him real good, and then drew a message in blood for Tom Hanks to find the clues. And the answer was you as a guest on this podcast.
Well, thank you.
Someday the things I say will make sense, but today is not the day. So you mentioned you're a streamer. Where can we find you at with that?
You can find me at twitch.tv/Klayshen. That's KLAYSHEN.
Klayshen, links in the description. Yeah, so that's enough plugging. Cisco, we're here to talk about Pokemon.
Yes, we are.
Have you ever heard of this thing? It's the sensation that swept the nation, nay, the world.
I may have heard of it once or twice.
Once or twice? Okay. So I know you mentioned to me before that you're like the long lost child of Pokemon. You played once upon a starry night, and your parents, to escape the child sacrificers of Egypt, placed you in a little basket and sent you downriver. And you were never able to play a Pokemon game since. What is your experience with Pokemon? Tell me the things.
Well, I played. I started at the beginning, as most of us do. I was there when the rules were written. I was there when the Pokemon cards were banned in schools.
When Moses himself came from the mountain with the stones carved by lightning, and he did say, one tablet was red, one tablet was blue or green if you're in Japan, and he's like, commandment number 1, Bulbasaur. Commandment number 2, Ivysaur.
I was there for the original 150. Actually, I was there for a lot more than 150, but we'll get to that.
Sure, by all means, take Jesus, take the wheel.
Started off with the card game before the video games, to be honest with you.
Wow, a rare convert.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you the reason why, because cards were cheaper than a Game Boy.
That's fair. Absolutely fair.
My first copy I personally owned was Yellow.
Very good.
I did not get to play it though when it was released. I played Yellow on a Game Boy Color.
Nice. I think like that's most of us kids. Like very few of us got things as soon as they came out. We always got it later when our parents found it on sale or at a garage sale or something, or it was inherited from an older sibling or what have you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could hear the peanut gallery in the background say that's the best way to get it. But I agree.
Then went to Game Boy Color with Silver.
Very good.
And Silver. Then I did Ruby for the Game Boy Advance.
You did what with my girlfriend? Very good. So real quick, what is your this is something I should ask more of our guests more often, but what is your favorite Pokemon?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Do you want a minute to think about it?
Or original 150?
Do you want a Bulbasaur to think a Bulbapedia to think about it?
I mean, if we're talking about the original 150, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time has always been Golem.
Golem? Oh, I was thinking of Lord of the Rings. Smeagol know what to go into Pokeball. You can't put me in the Pokeball. Filthy, stupid Tornanus. I'll smash them. Golem, you smash.
Starters. I've always went with either grass or the water types. Except for when it came to Silver, I believe I went with my first option was Typhlosion, I believe was the fire.
Not in yellow. I do. Oh no, I'm gonna lose my
This was in
Pokemon
silver.
card. You. How
This was in
dare you?
silver.
I feel so attacked trying to make me place Typhlosion.
Typhlosion, yes, it was silver.
Okay, cool. I mean, yeah, I knew that. Of course I did. I'm a Pokemon content creator. Why wouldn't I know that just off the top of my head? I have a crystal, clear memory. Just it's all black and white. It's all in there. My X and Y chromosomes are perfectly aligned. I know all the Pokemon front and back, up and down, mouth to butthole. I know them all.
After silver, and then I played ruby. I think I'm missing a gen actually in my thing there, because I think I skipped. What came after ruby? Black and white.
Why do you keep doing this to me? Why do you hate me? Why am I being attacked here? I didn't realize this was gonna be like a gotcha show where like, oh yeah, Brett exposed as the fake Pokemon fan for it's fucked up, man. It went red, blue, yellow, silver, gold, crystal, ruby, sapphire, leaf green, fire red, emerald, diamond, and pearl. That's probably the one you're thinking of.
Okay, I played emerald. I missed leaf green and fire red. Played emerald.
Those were the modern remakes, because if I'm not mistaken, the original like red and blues like stopped being compatible with certain Game Boys. Like, because there was a certain point where the older games for Game Boy just you couldn't transfer Pokemon up through the generations, and they just kind of got trapped at a certain point. I think that's why they redid leaf green and fire red.
Yeah, because I think after silver and gold, I don't think you could upgrade. I think you could transfer up.
It was something like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But I mean, who can remember? Nobody has perfect memory except for me. And I challenge you to rewind this pod. Actually, I challenge you to delete this podcast, reset your progress, re-download it again, and then find the clip that would prove otherwise. Clip it out. Delete that podcast, download it again, verify, because you got to fact check, and then send me the proof via DM on Twitter, so that I can block you. Cisco, there's a lot. Have you ever played this little game? It's called Pokemon Go.
I have.
Pokemon Go. Go home and sit on the couch and be mad at incenses that don't work like they should since the pandemic.
I actually played a month and a half before it came out in America.
What? How did you do that? Did you live in Australia?
No, I found the APK online for the British version.
Oh no! You were a hacker.
No, I wasn't a hacker. Though to be completely honest, for this first 3 weeks, Pokemon very rarely spawned in the United States.
Wow, that's an incredible thing that I've never heard before. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing that people did.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just found, as I said, I found the British APK. Then when the game was finally released in America,
how did you find that?
Google.
You just Googled Pokemon Go APK files?
Yes.
And you just downloaded them? What did you download them to, on your phone or something?
I had a spare phone. I wasn't trusting my current phone on that one.
Wow. So like, does that account still exist, or do you think they probably flagged
it? Oh no,
it's
my normal account.
So then you potentially have Pokemon that predate the existence of Pokemon Go
in America. Yeah.
This can't be real. Sir, I'm laying down thine gauntlet. Next time I see you in person, because I do know you in person, I need to see this. I need to see this for myself, and then I need to potentially trade an account terms of service killing Pokemon to my game, so that I can have a pre-Pokemon Go launch Pokemon.
To be completely honest, I'm bringing you up right now as we speak. Be completely honest with you, I don't know if I have any Pokemon from the beginning.
Oh no. Well, to be fair, I think I have like one left, because at the time, you just didn't think about the future and holding on to the like. I don't even have my original. I wish I'd have kept my original starter, and I did.
Actually, I think I do have one of my. I think I have my original EV still.
Okay.
My Jolteon, I think.
You'll have to check the date. So like when you go into the game, you'll check whatever the damn team leader is that checks the stats and stuff, because it'll also actually you can just scroll down on it, it'll tell you when and where you caught it.
Okay, let me take a look here. I'll tell you. My first one was my Static Cat, aka my Jolteon.
This is way too interesting for me. This is like a mystery. This is like someone took a Dick Tracy novel.
Oh, here it is.
Slathered it in queso.
What day was Pokemon released?
No, you tell me when the date was, Mr. Cheater.
My Static Cat was caught on August 31st, 2016.
Okay, that is actually after the release date of Pokemon Go.
Okay, let me see if I have any other ones in.
You can actually sort all your entire box by most recent to least recent.
Okay. My most recent was a Christmas Pikachu. 7/8 of 16 is my earliest one.
Okay, unfortunately that's still after the release date, but only by 2 days, July 6th, 2016.
As I said,
actually launched. Although to be fair, you could say that did the game launch then, because it crashed like every 2 seconds. Like you look at a pretty girl walking down the street and Pokemon Go would crash.
Yes, the servers were very unstable those first few months.
Well, I think they just weren't prepared for the amount of people that were gonna fall in love with this game. My oldest Pokemon is from July 24th, 2016. So, and it is a Zubat that I've kept.
There you go. I really wish I'd have kept something from that time before.
I wish you would have too. My elder Zubat here. People will make note that it is a Zubat, and about 55% of them will find that pretty confusing. And that is a damn fine Pokemon deep cut joke right there. If you got that joke, you are a Pokemon nerd, and you look in the mirror, you adjust your tie, and you feel proud of yourself, lady. You are killing it in those heels today, girlfriend.
Yeah, my oldest Pokemon is Nekins, a 60 CP Nekins.
A snack.
A Danger Noodle.
Cisco, regardless of breaking the terms of service, we got some Pokemon Go news too that we should probably touch on just a little bit. Now, this news I did not get from PokemonCrossroads.com, but they are our friends, so we're going to plug them anyway. PokemonCrossroads.com. You get it. You love it. Do that thing. Maybe they don't want to be associated with us. I don't know. But trainers, we're excited to announce that a new incense is coming to Pokemon Go. Daily Adventure Incense. Activate it daily and explore, and you may encounter Pokemon not frequently seen in the wild. Also, trainers around the world will be able to enjoy Daily Adventure Incense even if they live in rural areas. Yeah, so it's this thing. I got one today. It lasts for only 15 minutes, and it requires you to move around. You cannot sit in the same place, because I activated mine while I was at a vet appointment for the Tun pod dog, and she's fine. It was just a regular checkup, a regular $275 checkup, as you do when you're an elderly sweet child. And man, I caught a Bidoof. This concludes the list of the things I caught with my Daily Adventure Incense. Now, at the time that this comes out, maybe I'll have better experiences with it, because this isn't going to come out for a couple weeks. So, I mean, naturally, I'll have been playing more by then, and hopefully have gotten something more useful out of the Daily Adventure Incense. But as of right, it stands right now, I caught one bonus Bidoof. Now, that one would say, well, Brett, that's +1 Bidoof to your Bidoof catch count. And I say to you, delete this podcast, then re-download it, then listen back to this point, delete it one more time, re-download it again, fact check what I just said, and then go fuck yourself. And the peanut gallery chuckles. Pokemon Go Fest Seattle just happened as of this recording. Again, this is a couple weeks late. Hopefully before now we've heard from Gracie, but we think she's still within the realm of our dimension. She went traveling with Negley, and together they, based on their Twitter escapades, it seems like they had a blast catching all the stuff. And I can't wait to hear from her firsthand what those things were like. And in fact, if she's already been on the show since this, since we recorded this, oh boy, what a great episode that was. Rate and review. But like, there's this thing where people one person caught a Zerka by accident when that one's supposed to be in Japan only. The hell is that? I demand whatchamacallits, restitution in the form of a Zerka in my inbox. Thank you very much, Niantic. I will take that. But in all seriousness, how do you verify if it's one person on the internet? How do you verify that? I mean, stuff can be photoshopped so easily.
That is true.
Also, is it really that, like, can you really brag about catching a Zerka? It's a Zerka. It's I challenge you, listener. Like, if you're the one Zerka stand, please contact me. I want to talk to you. I want to know what it is about this creepy lamppost fuzzy boy who listens to too much Static X. It's a deep cut for you metalheads. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, he's a good Pokemon. I think the news about like the glitch for the one person is kind of overblown. Like, who really cares? Good for you, guy. Get at me. More events are coming. Bug out. Creepy and crawly or cute and cuddly. Decide for yourself when this event featuring bug-type Pokemon returns from Wednesday, August 10th to August 16th. Speaking of which, that'll be going on during our Shark Week, so you could play the Bug-Out event and then turn on your TVs or your smart devices and watch me and Cisco here, or Klayshen, sorry, along with Jasmine, Vinny, and Pennywise, all watching shark movies and playing shark games and stuff. It'll be a good time. Yeah. Creepy and crawly or cute and cuddly. Decide for yourself. I love
depends on the Pokemon.
Bug Pokemon. So, like, full stop. Bug Pokemon are my favorite type of Pokemon. I love bugs, and I love almost all of the bug Pokemon designs.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely be the bug trainer at Route 2 who never grew up and never won a battle because he keeps using string shot with his
speaking of Pokemon, I actually downloaded a 3D model today for a life-size Magnemite.
Oh, cool. Well, he's not a bug, but
I know. It's still small.
Right. Good thing it wasn't a Weedle, because then the cops would burst down your door and accuse you of having a deadly weapon. It'd be like the equivalent of stepping on like 4 Legos at the same time. If, like, you know how, like, when you step over your dog and it, like, when it's laying down and it suddenly just gets up and gets underfoot and you end up falling to your death because you don't want to hurt your dog.
Yes.
Like, if Weedle did that, it would just implant itself solely in the soul of your foot sole and inject its venom. And you die of toxicity. The 2022 Pokemon World Championships event. Thursday, August 18th through Tuesday, August 23rd. It's it's that thing. It's coming. Keep an eye out for that. I'll be honest, I don't know what that is. I think that's a card. I think that's the card game, actually. And because Pokemon Go is having some synchronicity with the card game, like they're having like a Pokemon Go set, they're having an in-game thing. I'm guessing. Just assuming. Pretty sure.
I got a question for you, actually.
Yes, I am a Pokemon content creator who knows all. How dare you question me?
Well, this is something that I've found out about, and I don't know if you've talked about it on your podcast, because I do not listen to this one very often, unfortunately.
What? Oh my God. Hold on a second. I'm going to have to go back and beep. All right, listen here, listener. Pause the podcast. But after I say this, if you pause it right when I say to pause it, you won't know what I'm about to say. So let me finish what I'm saying first, then pause it. Delete this episode, reset your progress, re-download it, then fact check what I'm about to say, then delete it again, then re-download it again, and then listen back to it. And you'll hear that Cisco's been beeped for heresy. Then leave a rating and review saying that Cisco is, or Klayshen rather, excuse me, is a heretic. So 5 stars, rating and review. Klayshen is a heretic. Full stop. What were you going to say? I'm totally lost my train of thought.
Since you were talking about the card game, what's your opinion on the Ditto cards that have started coming out apparently?
Well,
whether the stickers.
Yeah, so I think I'm a little torn on this. a little paper pun for you. So I'm a little just want to just feeling rather licked on this one. You know, you take a licking. And okay, I'll stop. I'm really stuck on this one. No, so as a collector, I would want to peel them all until I got them all, and then have like 1 or 2 that are freshly unpeeled, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then you have representation for each variant that there is, but also it would literally like pain my collector soul to peel any of them to begin with.
It's just like I have a pack here somewhere of the Pokemon cards from McDonald's. I specifically bought 2 packs. I opened one and I left one sealed.
There you go. I think the way I would have to personally do it is purchase these cards already peeled. Because then I don't feel bad about peeling, because someone else already did the sin for me. They send it up and down, and
I would be worried about ripping the card.
God doesn't see my actions if I just buy it secondhand. You know, it's like buying blood diamonds almost, only not quite as despicable, but you get my point. Yeah, but also I think it's kind of neat because you know, when's the last time we had something like that in any card game, right?
I don't think we have.
I'm not aware of any collectible card game, at least, that had this sort of function. The only like novel thing I can think of, and it's not even close, but the only thing that was also like this kind of outlandish in terms of a collectible card game is I think it was called Chaos Orb in Magic. Long time ago, you old heads know. Like I believe, if I remember correctly, you could rip it up into tiny pieces and then throw it in the air. I'd rip it up into tiny pieces, throw it in the air, and then any cards that the confetti touched were destroyed.
That is a unhinged card.
Oh, you're right. It is. There was a similar one though.
I have one similar to that. It's I cannot remember the name of it, but you're supposed to. It actually has cut lines on the card. And it has 2 arms and 2 legs, and if you cut off both arms, it cannot attack. If you cut off both legs, it can't defend.
That's funny. Okay, what I'm thinking of Chaos Orb is you flip the Chaos Orb onto the playing area from a height of at least 1 foot. It must turn completely over at least once, or it is discarded with no effect. When Chaos Orb lands, any cards in play that it touches are destroyed, as is Chaos Orb, which is an insane card that it should not exist in the first place. But you're right. The unhinged version of that card, I don't remember what it was called, made you literally destroy it in order
I have a 4-inch binder of Magic cards behind me.
I have 4 inches of something, but I'll leave that to your imagination.
But so yeah, Magic cards I can talk to you all day about.
Sure. We'll start a Magic podcast. Is it about Harry? Is it about Lord of the Rings? Why didn't he fly the Hisuian Skarmory all the way to Mount Doom? We'll never know. Why didn't Harry Potter like use lightning bolt instead of shock? Because it's the same mana, but it's 1 more damage. Like, well, it's because lightning bolt's not legal anymore. Duh. Shock continues to be forever. Why? Or are we talking about a card game?
Who knows?
Who knows? No, we can't know. It's illegal.
Or I'm talking about pulling a rabbit out of my hat.
It could be bibbidi bobbidi boo. Who's your fairy godmother? That's the next like Bang Brothers compilation fad that's going to come up. Instead of like being like, hey step bro, I'm stuck, it's more like just
hey step bro, I have a rabbit in my hat.
No, well, I was going to be more like, oh, it's me, your fairy godmother, bibbidi bobbidi boop. Um,
Pippity poppity, something else. Anyways,
watch out! At midnight, I turn into a pumpkin. Sunday, July 31st to Wednesday, August 10th. We're in the midst of this one. Palkia is back, shiny possible. August 10th through August 18th, Genesect is back with probably another drive or a different drive. It doesn't say right here. And then August 18th to Wednesday, August 31st, Zacian and Zamazenta are back, but those are not shiny possible. But I'll never be sad about doggos. I love those doggos. I'll catch as many of those as I can without spending $1. Your megas for the month: Abomasnow, a secret one that they have not revealed. Mega Slowbro and Mega Ampharos are in the mega raids. And Galarian Stunfisk is your August research breakthrough encounter. It can be shiny. Whoop-de-doo. It's the Trapper's Pokemon. It's like a bear trap. It goes nom-nom on your foot. Pokemon Spotlight Hours: Hisuian Voltorb, Nidoran female, Joltik, Nidoran male, and Pidove round the mount. Pidove being the most interesting there because the shinies are actually pretty good. And the ability to change your language. Oh, imagine that. Thoughts on those things? On those things that we have that I said?
the fact that we haven't been able to change our language, yeah, that's kind of weird. I just never thought about it personally.
I assume it's probably just like region specific. Like, oh, you downloaded the game in the United States, like your Google Play accounts in the United States, it probably just defaults to English. I'm just guessing.
Probably.
I'm sure it's probably something like that. But yeah, I mean, that's good for inclusion. I mean, there are people of all walks of life throughout the world that speak different languages from where they're residing at the time. So yeah. I get it. Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting they haven't had that before, but I can understand why.
4 score and 7 years ago, I win a golfing. And then I said 4. That's the end of that joke. Cisco?
Yes.
Is this a good show?
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Daddy Klayshen.
You're the older one.
Tell me. Oh, that's a low blow. Hi,
not
Mom.
by much, but not by much, but you're the older one.
Yeah. Man. What so have you seen the Scarlet and Violet stuff yet for the new game?
I have not.
Kind of stuff? Okay, do me a favor.
Okay.
Googleize the Googly, not sponsored. Violet and Scarlet starters. And then I'm tasking you with right now selecting one of these 3 starters for me.
Okay.
You should be seeing something along the lines of a little grass tatty tat, a little blue greaser boy, and a little chonky fire butt.
Do we have any pictures of their evolved forms yet?
Nope.
No.
Well,
okay.
there's some leaks, but they're kind of blurry and you can't really tell. They're not even worth looking. Like, I don't mind being spoiled, so like I'm more than happy to look at spoilers. Like, it really doesn't bother me at all. Now, if we're talking like Mass Effect spoilers or Marvel spoilers, I'm going to be pissed. But Pokemon, I generally don't care. I want to see the final forms so that I can make peace with myself way ahead of the time that Fuecoco's adorableness is ruined by a terrible last Fire Dark starter, or you know, the inevitable Grass Cat's final evolution being just a hunky furry in a suit.
Well, from what I can see here, I do see a evolution picture of them.
Those are any fan pictures you see, or any pictures you see, are probably fan made and speculative.
That's very true.
So you got Sprigatito, the grass cat, Quaxley, the water duck, and you have Fuecoco, the adorable little pepper lizard.
Okay, just because of the simple fact, I would probably have to pick Quaxley and name him Donald.
Oh boy. Basic alert.
But like, as I do like the water types. That's just me. But like
you like to get wet.
I do like to get wet.
Like to get wet.
But if the evolutions that I'm seeing, which as you said are probably fan made and
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's frozen. He froze into the abyss. Superman threw the S off his chest and he went flying into the void. Are you there now?
Can you see me now?
Yep, I can see you now. Yep.
Okay.
Yay, unstable internet.
You froze earlier for me.
All that matters is that we're recording on one end and there's no possible way that someone can record multiple files and splice them together to make a cohesive show. That's not what we do here. You ever seen Howl's Moving Castle?
Yes.
You know how his castle's like cobbled together with just a bunch of random junk?
That's my house.
And then it's kept alive and moving by the heart of a child burning with the fire of a demon that fell from the stars. That's this show.
Not my house.
And an extremely handsome man runs the whole thing.
My house.
What were you saying, bud?
But if the fan-made evolutions are anything to go by,
they're not. They're not.
I have to go with the fire Pokemon though, because this one I'm looking at looks really cool.
Is it the like pinata dragon looking thing?
It looks like it's kind of a dragon, but it has its tongue out, kind of like a dog does.
Yeah, and it's kind of squared off nose.
Yeah,
like he looks like he's kind of paper mache.
This one looks like he's more like looks like he has like a skull on his head.
I mean, that's a decent of those fan-made evolutions. That's like one of the better ones I've seen as well. But you cannot go off those because there is no telling what the Pokemon Company is going to want to do with these evolutions.
Mm-hmm.
Although, if their track record is of any indication, Sprigatito is going to be like a sexy grass maiden cat that walks on two legs, and Quaxley is going to be probably just a big buff duck. Let's be real. He's just going to be a big buff duck. He might get a bandana or something, or a kerchief. And then Fuecoco, to me, the cutest of the three. He's just such an adorable little chunk, and he just looks at you and says, "Who, me?" And yes, you. He could be literally anything. He could be like just a big long noodle with and like a big fire serpent, or he could be just a big fat just chonk dragon. Like there's no telling. They could go any way with him.
Well, see, I was surprised because I jumped into Sword and Shield without looking at any of the starters. Mm-hmm. And I chose the grass starter for Shield. Cannot remember its name off the top of my head. And its final evolution surprised me.
Which one was that again?
Let me see here. I'm pulling it up right now. It was Thwacky.
It's Thwacky. Grookey. I mean, you didn't see the little monkey Pokemon turning into like a giant gorilla Pokemon?
No, I didn't, to be honest with you.
You're a madman. You're a madman.
I saw Scorbunny turning into what Scorbunny became, but
that was probably the most disappointing generation of starters, I think, in any of the games. To me personally, I disliked them all.
I played a good amount of that game, but I never did finish it. Like I need to actually go back and finish it. I need to play that, and I need to play Pokemon Legends. I'm not going to play that one yet either.
Arceus. We did a whole episode on how to just say that word, and I can't even remember what I did this morning, if we're being real. Cisco?
Yes.
This is the part of the show where I kind of need you to just do stuff, and then I do stuff that I should have done ahead of the time. This is my alone time. This is where I reflect inwards on myself and then wonder what crimes I committed against God to not let like files and pages open at a decent clip, you know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want me to look up?
Wait, what now?
I said, what do you want me to look up?
No, I just want you to fill time while I do stuff.
Okay. I can do that. I'll go back and we will continue with my Pokemon stories.
Oh no. Look, this isn't a show for adults, but we can't do what you're thinking of doing, you sicko.
We're not playing Smash or Pass with Pokemon. We're
No.
not Markiplier.
There's one thing that I won't ever do, and it's play that game. Although I'll probably eat my words in 6 years when I got nothing left to talk about, and I'm just grasping on to the last like 50 listeners that listen to this show. But regardless, you know what? This is probably a good time to take a break. What do you think?
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
Let's take a break. We're going to play a pre-recorded ad. We won't be able to hear it, but you, dear listener, will absolutely be able to hear this totally pre-recorded ad brought to you by whoever it's going to be.
A knock. I'm recording.
He's recording, and you're listening to After DARKRAI, which is brought
Braylon did?
By Braylon's very own Klasyhen brand birthday cakes. That's right, Klasyhen brand birthday cakes.
Okay.
These cakes are so light and fluffy, like Klasyhen itself. Fallen from the stars, even, one would say. You might normally get your birthday cakes from a bakery, a pastry shop, a grocery store even. Maybe a butcher. Meat cakes are real. Not like the birds that the government puts batteries in to spy on us, but Klasyhen brand birthday cakes will send your taste buds into the stratosphere as you just shove your tongue directly into it. Just slather your taste buds in the lovely pink softness of the creamy filling of the Klasyhen brand birthday cakes that belong to Braylon. And Cisco, you and Braylon were shipped a stack, a big fat stack of these Klasyhen brand birthday cakes. Is that correct?
Yes.
Thoughts?
They're delicious.
Testimonial? Insert testimonial here. They're delicious. The man is not on a delay, yet you heard it. So good once that it must be twice. Klasyhen brand birthday cakes are here to stay, to blow the competition away like a candle in the wind. And you can't come for us because I sang it and didn't play it. Klasyhen brand birthday cakes. They're fucking delicious.
Oh.
Oh boy, and we are back. What a wonderful pre-recorded ad that was in no way improvised, and we didn't hear it, and we probably never will, Cisco.
We probably won't.
Probably won't, especially if we should probably get a internet company to sponsor me so that I can stop being unstable. That would be most helpful. But
you could always move to where I am.
I practically do move where you move where you is and be.
I don't have a certain internet company though.
Oh, we can call them out. Fuck you, Suddenlink.
Oh, I don't have Suddenlink. I have Shentel, and they're amazing.
I don't even. What that sounds like a made up company that sounds like a made up company that like a certain podcast I know would just make up to like push a fake Pokemon product.
It's actually it's like they're only in a very small part of West Virginia.
Oh, so that's where you're at. Mobilize the troops. We got him. Blue banana. The bear is in the pantry. We gotta spin a random Pokemon. Klayshen, you ready to go?
Yep.
To jail. Number 641. Care to take a guess? Take a Quaxley gander. That's a duck joke.
The candelabra.
It's the candelabra. That's right. They didn't have enough oil to light all the candles, but it worked out anyway. No, it's Tornanus. Tornanus has a torn anus. It is the Cyclone Pokemon. I already wasted the best joke. Shame on me. Shame. It is, okay, it's a genie. It's a genie. He's got his big, muscly, rippling arms crossed, and he's looking down at you with, please don't judge me, senpai, for I have sinned. Daddy, don't send me to my room and let me think about what I did. In its incarnate form, Tornanus is a green, muscular, humanoid Pokemon which resembles a genie. It is a male-only species with no female counterpart. You know what? That's fucked up. Where are the women at? On its forehead are two purple, long, and sharp horns. He has gorgeous, lovely anime hair. Excuse me, the beer. Boy, you ever just just have one too many, and you look across the bar and you see that you got your beer goggles on, and that Tornanus just starts looking rather more attractive than it is in real life. And then the next morning, you wake up and it's just the force of nature caused you to be laying next to a Therian form. Pokemon jokes, we got them, folks. Yeah, Therian form. He looks like a big mustached bird. I don't know. I mean, this is a House Castle monster. Miyazaki made this guy. That's what he kind of looks like. Thunderous is a legendary. The lower half of its body is wrapped in a cloud. It zooms through the sky at 200 miles per hour, farting all the way. It expels massive energy from its tail. I just said that, causing severe storms. It likes to lay in bed with its partner and give them Dutch ovens. Its power is great enough to blow houses away. I literally just said that. Hey, it writes itself. In every direction it flies, creating winds so powerful they blow everything away. This storm-stirring Pokemon is said to cause the seasons to turn by whipping up the air. I suspect its human-like form to be a false one. An example of what is known as the form change, though I suspect this strange avian guise to be a Tornadus's true form. Tornadus has been sighted crossing the oceans while in this form. And big shout out to Vedant for letting me know. In a previous episode, I read the Arceus Legends Pokédex because it said I or something in it, and I'm like, I? Is the Pokédex a person now? Like, what is happening? And no, he said it's just the professor writing stuff. You fool. He said that too. He said I was a fool, and I said yes, Daddy Vedant. I'm very sorry.
I think the Pokédex is sentient.
Well, I mean, it is in some of those generations that you missed. They put a Rotom ghost in it, which Tornadus and Thunderous have identical base stats distributions in their incarnate forms. It is the first Pokemon to be pure flying type. It is also the only pure flying type Pokemon to be fully evolved. Tornadus is the only single type legendary Pokemon introduced in Gen 5. When it appears on Route 7 in Pokemon Black, Thunderous's cry is heard. In an interview with the Nintendo Dream, Ken Sugimori, oh, he's such a dream, revealed that Tornadus was originally intended to be colored red to pair with Thunderous's blue. Tornadus's color was changed because the pair ended up looking too similar to Throh and Sog. I get it. In Black and 2 and White 2, Tornadus's Therian form had the same shape as its incarnate form. And the origin of Tornadus is based on the Fujin, the Kami of Wind, or with some inspirations have been jawed from a Jinn or genie. And its Therian form, based on a bird of prey, most likely an eagle or vulture. And it may also draw inspiration from the vermilion bird of the Chinese four symbols, from a god from the Aztec mythology that resembles a hummingbird. Or from Garuda, a mythical bird-like creature with both zoomorphic and anthropomorphic features. Speaking of Aztec mythology, can you say any of the Aztec gods' names? Because, oh boy.
I don't know. I don't know any of the Aztec gods'
I would tell you how to spell this so that you could look it up, but I literally cannot tell you how to spell this to look it up.
I can pronounce at least one, I think, properly.
Hold on. The pronunciation is also indecipherable. Let's listen to Google. How do you say this? Let's say this. Oh, never mind. It wants me to download something.
I can possibly pronounce the god of civilization order.
I don't know what that means.
It's Quetzalcoatl.
Oh yeah, Quetzalcoatl. Well, thanks, Final Fantasy. We're pounding that one into our brains. That's how you know you're cultured, because you played Final Fantasy X.
God of War and Sun. You know, that's one of the only Final Fantasies I actually ever enjoyed was 10.
Okay, you're gonna make me lose all my followership. You can't say forbidden things like I only played one Final Fantasy and liked it, and like you can't say stuff like that.
Okay, I'll take that back. I did play 14.
Oh God, we're doomed. Final Fantasy 7 is the god. No, we will have no other Final Fantasies before that Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 8 is actually the best game in the series. Come at me, bro.
I just was never a Final Fantasy. Like, I played 7. I played 7 on PC, and I believe it was on like 6 CDs.
Yeah, they back in the day. I never got to finish Final Fantasy 7 because I was on disc 1, and I let my friend who had been renting it, because that was a thing, borrow disc 3 because he was on disc 3 and they had to return the game, and then I never got disc 3 back. So somewhere in my attic is a copy of Final Fantasy 7 with 2 discs. Is Tornanus a Final Fantasy summon? Is that what we're landing on now?
To be honest with you, the way it looks, I would almost say it's more of a Legend of the Dragoon summon.
I've never played that. Is that the title of this episode? Tornanus?
Tornana.
My Final Fantasy?
Maybe. that sounds like a movie you see in a back of a Spencer's.
We're so dumb. Cisco, it's time for a little fan favorite segment here. It's called Pseudo Would You Rather. And boy, what a good one this is. It does not have an intro song, so we're just going to have to have the guest always sing the intro. So go ahead, give us those sweet dulcet tones to lead us into the segment.
Pseudo Would You Rather, pseudo.
Not honestly, for real, not bad. Not bad at all.
I'll record it for you.
This comes to us from teenvogue.com. Thanks, Teen Vogue. 171 would you rather pseudo would you questions. They wrote them specifically for us that reveal a lot about you. So I guess we're going to find out what this reveals about us. Cisco, pseudo would you rather be able to fly or be able to breathe underwater? This is just a softball, mind you.
I would have to say probably fly.
I would agree. I would say fly. I have some thalassophobia, and there's no shot I'm getting like waist deep in the water. There's just no fucking chance in hell. So
well, the way I see it is, for it to be worth being able to like breathe underwater, your body would have to be able to contain the pressures of underwater.
Well, let's just assume that also your brain isn't going to pop if you fly too high. Like, let's just assume you could do that sort of thing. Even if you
about 30 feet
even if you couldn't withstand the pressures of the ocean, doesn't mean you can't like breathe in a pool or go like swimming in the ocean and you don't have to dive to the Mariana Trench where you can't see anyway.
Well, if I was going to breathe underwater and I could breathe underwater, I would want to go to the Mariana Trench. I would like to see the bottom of the ocean, like the true bottom.
But you're just going to see some potato fish and some like zucchini worms like squiggling around down there. There ain't nothing down there other than like zooplankton or whatever and siphonophores. That's right. I know actual fish stuff. Come at me, bro.
Well, to be honest with you, though, you could probably the breathing underwater is probably the more lucrative of the two.
I would still fuck that. I would rather get sucked into a jet engine. Would you rather your crush be able to read your mind or have access to your internet history?
Read my mind.
Oh, you're insane. Internet history all the way. You can at least control your internet history. You can't always control what runs through your mind.
Yes, but if they read what's in your mind, it's probably going to be the best. If it doesn't scare them off, they know what's going through your mind.
What is on your internet history, Klayshen, that you don't want your wife to see? And also, if you have that internet history that you don't want her to see and you think about it, she's going to know what it is anyway.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
Pseudo, would you rather have Zendaya's 2022 Oscar look or Timothy Chalamet's 2022 Oscar look in your closet? Now, when I originally read this question, I thought they meant that the Oscars themselves were anthropomorphic living beings that were looking into your closet to judge you for what's in your closet. Then I thought, that's stupid. Why would they do that? Because they're statues. So would you rather have Zendaya's Oscar or Timothy Chalamet's Oscar inside your closet? But that's also not what the question is. The question is, would you like to look like them? Like have their clothes from their look in their closet. That's what it actually means. And I'm also an idiot.
I don't like Zendaya. What year?
Nope, I'm not letting you look it up. I don't know.
I would have to go with Zendaya just because I don't think anybody with that name can look bad.
I mean, sound reasoning. I also don't know who Timothy Chalamet is, and I think I know that I'm saying that word correctly, but it's spelled a little different. So I'm
apparently I'm wearing a dress.
I mean, Zendaya is a human woman.
I was not aware of this.
She's not a Pokemon. I named a D&D character after her. Remember Zendaya the Immaculate?
What campaign was that?
Don't worry about it, folks. Don't worry about it. Pseudo, would you rather swim in the ocean at night knowing a shark could be nearby or spend the night in a house you believe was haunted?
I'd have to go with the house that's haunted.
House that's haunted. No fucking chance I'm getting it in the ocean. Regardless of whether you could kill all the sharks in the ocean, I'm still not getting in there. There's other things in there. There's octopi. There's stingrays. There's zucchini worms. Potato fish. There's just no chance. No shot.
Well, I mean, the fact of the matter is, I mean, the fatality rates of ghosts are probably fairly low compared to being eaten.
Well, in fairness, I also do a shark movie show, so it would be better for the show if I did the thing with the sharks and people saw me freak out and die. But also, I want to say we don't want to vilify sharks. Sharks are relatively harmless. Shark attacks are rare, and they're rare, and they catch a news headline easily, and it's not fair. They're just living animals. They're beautiful, and they have a place in this world, just like speedery spiders.
I completely agree.
But ghosts aren't real. Those are things that aren't real. And if you believe in ghosts, get at me for the Halloween episode. We want your ghostly Halloween stories. So send those in. We want to know what happened to you that made you think ghosts were real. Give me the spookier, the weirder, the freakier, the better. Send them in.
I will be on your Halloween episode because I have stories.
Oh, okay. I guess you're just scheduling this fucking show now.
Plus, I live in a somewhat haunted house, so there you go.
Pseudo, would you rather? That's just your wife asking where is the dog?
No, that's my wife's grandparents messing with us. Anyways,
Pseudo, would you rather have been the oldest or youngest child in your family?
Would I rather be the oldest or youngest? I'm going to say youngest because I am the youngest.
Oh, okay.
I am the youngest.
Oh, you're the baby.
I am the baby.
You got all the attention. You either got all the attention or none of the attention. Dude. Yeah. Please the fifth. I'll say I would rather be the oldest because I am the oldest. There you go. Pseudo, would you rather have 6 months of spring or 6 months of summer?
6 months of spring.
I mean, spring, like, why is that even a question? I mean, spring, you get the occasional refreshing shower. It's not too hot yet. It's not too cold from the winter still. It's the perfect marriage.
I guess it depends on where you live. If you live somewhere where it's not 1,000 degrees during the day in the summer.
Okay, well, we're just assuming standard seasonal protocols here.
Like if I lived in Maine, I would probably say summer.
Fascinating. I don't know what this says about us, but it says something. Pseudo, would you rather spend a bunch of money on your wedding or on your honeymoon? Or, parentheses, would you rather just have the money to spend on yourself because who needs to get married anyway?
I'm going to have to say...
You better be real careful on this one, young man.
I'm going to have to say a honeymoon.
Yeah, I'm...
Like, to be honest with you, if I could choose to get married again, it would be at the courthouse with a few people, and I would have a hell of a honeymoon.
My first marriage was at the courthouse, and we did not have a good honeymoon because we didn't have any money. So that's assuming you had money for one or the other in the first place. But
we had an okay.
How
we had
dare
a
you,
wedding.
Teen Vogue, assume my fiscal ability, financial stability?
We had an okay. We had a decent set. We had a decent wedding.
Why wasn't I invited?
Because I didn't know you.
That
was before we met.
If I was not currently in a committed relationship, I would say spend the money on myself and just go on a honeymoon with myself. But I always said honeymoon. Like, why spend a ton of money on a wedding ceremony when you could have a modest wedding and entertain your family and loved ones while sharing the bonds of matrimony, and then just going ham in a tropical location, just
I gotta say
dollar bills on the cabana boy in his G-string. You know,
I say we didn't have a honeymoon. After our wedding, we went. Me and the car club that I'm in, went to, and my wife, of course, went to.
Can't forget her.
Went to a Mexican restaurant. We ate. She got completely shit-faced.
Nice.
Yeah, she drank 2 fishbowl margaritas.
We went to a Chinese restaurant buffet.
Then after we left there, I helped one of the guys load engines into a back of a trailer until about 2 a.m. And then
if I get married again, the reception is going to have an open bar, and you're all invited, but only if you have the rating and review. Would you rather let a spider climb over you or let a snake slither across you?
Much rather spider.
I'm going to say snake. And as the resident Spider-Man who has a pet tarantula, I just want to say that spiders do not receive any sort of they get nothing out of being handled, right? Like dogs and cats, they like being pet. They get something out of it. Spiders do not. Like handling a big spider is something you could do, but it's not something that's beneficial to them, and they're actually quite fragile. Like if your tarantula drops a foot, it could easily like shatter its exoskeleton and die. Like they're like the tanks of the spider world, but they cannot fall.
Are we talking about like handling them, or are we just talking about like if you were just out and about and have one cross your path?
It's just climbing over you. So I'm just erring on caution, and like, you know, that reflex when something unexpected crawls on top of you and you go, ah! Like, I don't want to accidentally sling that spider across the room and hurt it.
Well, depending on the spider, like I've had spiders crawl on me and I go, ah! And they don't come off.
I've actually had laid down to bed and be like drifting off into dreamland, and had like my arm just kind of like laid out to my side, and had a spider run up from my wrist all the way up my arm and my shoulder and onto my face like really fast. And I slapped the shit out of my own face and it obliterated it and screamed, not because I wanted to hurt the spider, but just because I was scared.
I did something very similar, but it was with a stink bug. That is the worst thing ever.
Well, mine ended up being a daddy long leg, and so if you can imagine a big, I felt bad about it after.
Well, technically, daddy long legs aren't spiders, I don't believe, because I don't think they have enough legs.
Well, they're not spiders. But regardless, they, imagine a big daddy long leg running up you. I haven't seen them in a long time. I wonder if they're extinct yet.
No, I actually saw one the other day. Actually.
Pseudo, would you rather? And I'm not scared of snakes at all. Like, I mean, it's fine. So would you rather go a year without desserts? I almost said deserts. So would you rather go a year without desserts or have to eat a spoonful of wasabi every single day?
A year without desserts, because that's where I'm at already.
Oh, well, I mean, that's fair. I'm going to say the wasabi, because
every day?
Yeah, it's just a spoonful. Look, I like wasabi. Granted, you're going to get burned out on it quick, or it's going to burn you out quick. But you get to have a nice, tasty dessert afterwards to have you a scoop or two of ice cream after your daily spoonful of wasabi. They make wasabi ice cream.
I'm on a diet. I can't have desserts anymore.
Oh my goodness.
which is going to be fun on D&D night. We'll figure out how I won't
All
have
right.
to. I'll bring my scale and
All
have to
right,
measure
we
it. all
we only have a few left. I know it says 171, but we have to save some of these for later. But we're only going to do a couple more. Sudo, would you rather spend a Friday night out with Lil Nas X or Miley Cyrus? Ooh,
Lil Nas X.
I gotta go Miley. I don't know that much about Lil Nas X. I know he's got that banger of a song, but other than that song, I really don't know anything about him. I gotta go with Miley. Plus, Miley is a little older than Lil Nas X. She's been around the town. She's also like I know more of what she's done in her career, and I feel like she can give me the best Lindsay Lohan experience that doesn't lead to me ODing in Heath Ledger's apartment.
Yeah, but I feel like she would also take you home to her dad.
I mean, I'm cool with that. Like, what? Come on, Billy Ray. Like, we'll have a beer. I feel like you know what? I feel like she's just country enough that you could go clubbing with her, roll a bunch of Molly, have some beers, and then go home and chill for the rest of the night and have a nice evening in with the folks. Have your spoonful of wasabi, eat a little bit of ice cream, watch a movie, and drink a beer with Daddy Cyrus. I think it would be sweet.
So I think Lil Nas X would be kind of fun because just for the simple fact he made the song, he made that the Call Me by Your Name song, so he's not afraid to cross boundaries. I'm like,
I bet
let's do this shit.
I don't deny that I do not deny that you could have a great time with either of them. I just think personally I would go with Miley, and that's not a slight on Lil Nas X.
Like, I understand.
What do you think Nas thinks of Lil Nas X? Like, he's like, that bro took my name. I'm sure someone's screaming in their mic, they're father and son or something. I don't know. Sudo, would you rather watch RuPaul's Drag Race with Andrew Garfield or The Bachelorette with Demi Lovato?
I don't know who either of those people are.
I've never personally watched RuPaul's Drag Race or The Bachelorette, although I know what both of them are. Andrew Garfield, you should know, is the Amazing Spider-Man. How dare you? And also, Demi Lovato, I think, is a singer. I'm so out of touch. For reasons that shall not be speaketh, I think I got to go with Demi Lovato. You know what? I take it back. I got to go with Andrew Garfield. Broing out with Andrew Garfield, watching RuPaul's Drag Race sounds like a fucking fantastic time. That sounds awesome, actually. Yeah,
I would have to go with that too. But I haven't seen any new Spider-Man. Like, the last Spider-Man I saw was Tobey Maguire.
Sudo, would you rather have to follow The Rock's fitness plan for a month or get one of Pete Davidson's remaining tattoos?
Oh,
this is the easy one. This is easy.
I think one of them would kill me.
Yeah, one of them will kill me as well. And I think we're both talking about The Rock's fitness plan for a month.
You are probably a lot. You would last a lot longer than I would.
There is no shot that either of us were making it for a month on The Rock's fitness plan. Are you kidding me? The carbo, that dude must eat like 10 plates of spaghetti a day to maintain that mass. I would do it. There's no chance I'm keeping up, and I probably will die. But I will be the best looking corpse in the casket that you'll ever see.
I would get one of Pete Davidson's tattoos because he has actually. I figured you'd be all over that because he has a giant shark on his chest.
I mean, I kind of want a more agency over the tattoos that go on my body. But meanwhile, The Rock's fitness plan, even if I fail, you
get to hang out with The Rock.
I get to hang out. Well, it doesn't say you get to hang out with The Rock. You just fitness plan. But like, I'm in better shape than I was when I started, at least.
That is very true.
And I get to eat 10 plates of spaghetti a day.
I would have to go with probably The Rock's fitness plan. I would probably die within the first week, but I would probably be losing weight.
I mean, so too would we all if we followed. I really kind of wanted. After this show, we're gonna look up The Rock's workout regimen, and then,
okay,
yeah, we'll try it. How about this, Cisco? We'll try The Rock's workout regimen for a week, and then we'll see where we're at. What do you think? Is this a blood
Let's look it up. Let's look it up first, and then we'll talk.
Pseudo would you rather? This will be the last one. Pseudo would you rather be Nicolas Cage's personal assistant for a year, or let Elon Musk name your firstborn child?
Nicolas Cage's agent for a year.
Personal assistant. Nicolas
personal assistant.
Yeah, if I was his agent, he would just be on this show all the time, and like, I ain't got nothing to worry about. Like, start the Patreon. Goddamn.
Because Nicolas Cage is awesome.
Nicolas Cage is the fucking man. I would absolutely be his personal assistant and just soak up every little kernel of wisdom or quote that he threw me. Just on occasion, like I would bring him his latte in the morning, and then he would throw down like a fun factoid about his time filming Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance, and I would just eat it up like a little pup on the tea.
Mm-hmm. Or I'd sit there and ask him constantly about stealing the Declaration of Independence.
I would ask him about that dinosaur skull he had to return that was like stolen, that he bought at auction.
Is that a thing?
I would ask him about Face Off. Like, are you actually John Travolta in disguise? I can't tell anymore. Elon Musk, no fucking shot. No shot. I don't think he named his kid. I'm pretty sure that other chick whose name I don't know because I'm not hip. It's one of those people that when you're on Twitter and you see like Zing Zang Zumi comes out with new album. People are impressed. And you're like, who's Zing Zang Zumi? I've never heard of this famous person. It's one of those people. I know she did the theme song for Hilda. That's all I know about her.
Speaking of Elon, did you see where it came out that he has twins?
I saw
with like a CEO of one of his other companies.
What I saw was a meme of his shirtless body, and he looks like the 3D electric truck. It looks like I'm viewing him in the fourth dimension, because somehow you're seeing him from the side, but you can see his back, but you can also see the front of his chest coming out the other end. It's like a bizarre Fringe X-Files control type situation where there's a paranatural item of power in his back pocket that's just causing his very existence to warp around space-time. And that's a string of sentences you won't hear on any other podcast.
You'll have to send me that
Doesn't
name.
start with PPS. Oh, I definitely will. And that's going to do it for us today. This has been Pokemon After Darkrai. We talk about. Oh, you know what? We probably should rub this back into Pokemon. Pseudo, would you rather eat a Bulbasaur or have to smooch a Jinx?
Not to be weird, but I'd probably kiss a Jinx.
Oh man, you're so weird. And that's going to do it for this show. My name was Brett. You can follow us on Twitter at After Dark Rye, but all of our links will be in the description at our link tree. You can follow Klayshen at twitch.tv/Klayshen. That's KLAYSHEN. Also, check us out on Jaws Breakers, the Scary Funny Shark Movie Show. You've been a guest on there before. We're also, again, doing the Shark Week movie marathon where we're playing Maneater and watching all 6 Sharknado movies over the course from August 9th all the way to August 14th, or August 10th all the way to August 14th, excuse me.
We're playing Raft, aren't we?
We are playing Raft as well. So you can actually, if you go to our socials, you'll be able to find all the stuff for that as well on our schedules and what's doing who, what, when, and where, and why. But thank you so much for listening. I love you, and I'm in love with you. And yeah, don't think about me too much. Otherwise, I might be your final fantasy. Is that a callback?
Maybe.
Cisco, is that a callback?
Maybe.
Cisco, is that a callback? Man, I'm really tearing my anus trying to find this stupid outro music.
At least you're not the Tornanus.
Oh my God, what a show! Oh,
I,
Cisco.
I really
What?
hope you got that last sentence in before this
No, what did?
episode.
I mean, it did, but I didn't hear it. What'd you say?
I said at least you don't have a Tornadus.
A torn? No, actually,
Tornadus.
I have several Tornanuses. Actually, I don't have a shiny one. However, sad day.
Oh,
My
that is
Tornanus
sad.
is just normal colored. It's when you look into it, you just stare into the abyss, and sometimes the abyss stares back into you.
Yep, always.
Always. Like, have you ever like bent over in a like with spread and look in a mirror just to look at your Tornadus?
I haven't been able to do that for a long time.
You're working on it though, brother. You're looking
I am
good.
working on. I am working on it.
You're looking
I'm
good.
down 14 pounds.
After we get done with the Rocks workout regimen, we'll
I
be
did
able
find it, by the way.
we'll be able to see our Tornaduses once again. What is it? Go ahead.
All right, let's see here. Let's see here. That's the picture. Let me find there's a list here somewhere. That's the Jumanji workout.
Somewhere- Oh, wait, he had different workouts for different movies that he was in.
I'm guessing.
Can I get the like Doom 2005 movie workout, please?
Maybe. Let me see here. Rock's workout regime Doom.
Regiment.
Regimen.
I found something.
Did you?
Yeah, it's according to Google's the Googlies. The Rock's workout consists of running 30 to 50 minutes outside or on a treadmill. Treadmill. You know when you're at the spinny thing like on the golf courses and you put your yeast and wheat in and you get treadmill. Barbell walking lunge, 4 sets, 25 reps, so 4 sets of 25. Leg press, 4 sets of 25. Leg extensions, 3 sets of 20 reps. Barbell squats, 4 sets of 12 reps. Hack squats, 4 sets of 12 reps. Romanian deadlift, 4 sets of 10 reps. Seated leg curls, 3 sets of 20 reps. More items.
I would die.
Wait, that's just all leg stuff. Hang on.
Actually, I've got one here. It's
Oh no! Oh my God! This isn't like just the workout regimen for the week. This is for day one. This is for day one. After the Romanian deadlifts, you have seated leg curls. Then you have thigh abductors. I don't even know what that is. 4 sets, 12 each. Then day 2, I'm gonna rapid fire this. Day 2, running 30 to 50 minutes. Wide grip lat pull down, bent over barbell row, 1 arm dumbbell row, barbell deadlift, pull ups, dumbbell shrug, inverted row, hyperextension. Day 3, shoulders, running 30 to 50 minutes, dumbbell shoulder press, standing military press, front dumbbell raise, side lateral raise, reverse machine flies, seated bent over rear delt raise. That sounds like a car crash. Day 4, arms and abs, running 30 to 50 minutes, dumbbell bicep curl, hammer curl, spider curl. What is a spider curl? I only have 2 legs. Tricep push downs, overhead triceratops, hanging leg raises, rope crunch, Russian twist. It's super effective. Russian twist. Day 5, legs, running 30 to 50. All the other leg ones again. Day 6, chest, running 30 to 50 minutes. Barbell bench press, medium grip. What? Incline dumbbell. What's medium? Wait, what's medium grip? How's that different than soft grip or hard grip? I don't know. Incline dumbbell press, dumbbell bench press, flat bench cable flies. It's super effective. Incline hammer curls, crab hammer, dips, chest version. What is dips chest version? I know what dips are, but what's a chest? Day 7. Here we go. Here's the part of the Rocks workout regimen that we can do for a solid week, and we won't die. You ready for this one? Nope. It's day 7 is rest.
Yes.
We will rest for 7 days. Can you smell
what the Rock is cooking?
What my girlfriend is cooking, because it's time to eat.
Woo!
Because it's and on the 7th day, the Lord did part his Tornanus, and he did rest.
What are you actually? Is she actually cooking?
No.
Oh, I actually have a completely different workout.
Don't smell what she's working. All right, real quick, because this is the end bit, and people are like like their fingers getting ever so closer to the delete button on the episode.
Oh, I didn't know we were recording. I thought we were just having a conversation.
Yeah, this is just the end bit. Rapid fire. Go.
Day one shoulders. Seated military press machine, dumbbell lateral raise, superset with dumbbell front raise, rear delt cable raise, hammer strength shrug, 4-way neck machine. Day 2, back, wide grip lat pull down, close grip lat pull down, 1-arm seated row machine, back extension. Day 3, legs, leg press, Smith machine lunge, lying leg curl, standing calf raise. Day 4, arms, alternate dumbbell curl, preacher machine curl, no idea what that is. Cable tricep extension, overhead cable extension, 1-arm reverse grip tricep extension. Day 5, chest, incline dumbbell presses, dumbbell bench presses, cable crossover supersets with push-ups. And Johnson trains his abs twice a week. That's what it says.
I found another part of his workout that we could replicate somewhat easily. He consumes, in addition to cheat meals, he consumes the following every single day, and he eats meals every meals every 2 to 3 hours, about 5 to 7 times a day.
He's on a Hobbit schedule.
Meal number 1, 280 gram steak fillet, 4 egg whites, 140 gram oatmeal, 1 glass of watermelon juice. Meal number 2, 220 grams chicken, 2 cups white rice, 1 cup broccoli or a mixture of bell pepper, mushrooms, broccoli, and protein shake. Meal 3, 220 gram halibut, 2 cups white rice, 1 cup asparagus. Meal 4, 220 gram chicken, 1 cup broccoli, 350 grams baked potato. Meal 5, 220 gram halibut, 1 cup white rice, 1 cup asparagus. Meal 6, 280 gram steak fillet, 250 gram baked potato, 1 salad. Meal 7, 20 to 30 gram Klasyhen protein supplement, 10 egg whites. This isn't one like what he eats like for a week. This is everything he eats in one day.
Can you imagine having a steak 3 times a day?
Can you imagine the shit, the turds? They
must be rock size.
They probably Tornanus.